Oh, it's been so long since I had something hard and stiff in my hands. Some airplane food. What's the deal with that, right? You know what I'm talking about. And men and women, they are different. How am I doing on time up here? I thought that would have taken longer. I don't really have anything else prepared. I could try some newer stuff if you'll bear with me. I've been with my wife for 9 years. We're high school sweethearts. It's impressive, yes. Oh, thank you. She's a sophomore this year. I'm really proud of her. My wife's from Mexico City. We have these cute little nicknames for each other. I call her my little border bunny, and she calls me citizenship. I'll never forget the first time me and my wife consummated their love for one another. She didn't want to, she wanted to wait, so it would be special. But I couldn't wait any longer. She couldn't recognize me under the mask. I didn't force myself upon my future wife. I have no idea who that woman was. It's a joke, you can laugh, go ahead. I knew exactly who she was, I had been following her for months. Me and my wife recently lost a child. I'm sorry to say that. We were almost out of the mall with it when the police caught up with us. My wife's not here tonight. I wish she was. I just wish I could get her out of the house. But, you know, I can't find a good spot to dump the body. I've always had problems with relationships. I think it's because I'm a selfish lover. I like to get in, get off, and get out before rigor mortis sets in. My first love left me at the altar. Women, you sacrifice one goat to Azazel and they run screaming. My longest relationship before my wife was 5 years. We fought all the time. For example, I wanted to spend more time with her, and she wanted me to honor the restraining order. I thought I saw her the other day. I got really nervous. My heart began to race. My palms got sweaty. Then she turned around and I realized it's not her. It couldn't be her. I killed that bitch. I am getting remarried soon. I'm very excited. The website said my wife would be here in 3 to 5 weeks. A friend of mine wants me to try hallucinogenic mushrooms. He says, Chris, you're going to love these. You're going to see colors that don't even exist. I said, fuck that. I don't want the responsibility of naming the new color. Speaking of anal sex, I thought I would have come up with something on the top of my head. My improv's not that good. I prefer to think outside the box, provided the orderlies let me out. I'm looking for a new place to live. I was staying with this guy, but of course he found out I was there. When I was 12 years old, I had amnesia, I think. It's hard to remember. One tends to repress a lot after being molested. I don't like to talk about it, but when I was a child, my father did touch me. I told my mother this, and despite my pleas, she insisted we continue to go to church. I'm always losing things. My keys, my wallet, my audience's attention. Is there anyone out there? That's fucking hysterical if you understand Morse code. When she was younger, my mother had an abortion. The doctors still can't figure out how I survived. My mother was a wonderful woman. I use the past tense was, not because she's dead, but she had a sex change. She's a man now. I'm kidding, she's dead. My dad's a great guy. He always wants to do things together. The other night he said, Chris, one of these days, me and you together, we're going to finally find your real dad. One of the most awkward moments in anybody's life is when they see a family member naked for the first time. It's ingrained in my memory the first time I saw my brother's penis, when I stumbled across his Craigslist ad. I used to masturbate a lot to homemade pornography, amateur stuff. I had to stop after my sister called me videotaping her. I want to be the face of the incest movement. Incest, keep it in the nest. I don't know, we're working on the slogans. There is one thing you can never say to an African American, and it begins with an N. Does anyone know what this is? Not guilty. It's okay, I can say that. I'm white. Hey, being white is no picnic. You have to spend your entire life in constant fear that some minority is going to attack you. I'm not a racist, I just hate anyone from a different cultural background than myself. That's called being American. The other night I was approached by an African-American transgender prostitute. Has this happened to anyone here? Tranny came up to me and she said, "You want me to suck your dick?" I said, "No." She said, "You want to suck my dick?" And I was unsure how to answer that, because an African-American transgender prostitute has all the strength of a black man and all the attitude of a black woman. And if they want you to suck their dick, you're going. Why did the chicken cross the road? A chicken who had no business being in New York City on the morning of September 11, 2001. A chicken with known ties to the Bush and Cheney administration. A chicken just 3 days before this tragedy befell our great nation sold all his stocks in United Airways. Where has this chicken gone? Who was this chicken? The liberal media would have you believe this chicken was a patsy, a scapegoat for some shadowy government organization. 7 words, 1 question, no answers. Why did the chicken cross the road? Wake up, America. Stop asking questions and start demanding answers. I'm Librizzi. You can find me on ChristianSingles.com.